Cancer, hi, welcome to your love reading. This is for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and any strong placement in your birth chart for the sign of Cancer. Crosswatchers, you are welcome here. If you are interested in a Cancer, please try to remember that this is for the collective, so they are general readings, okay? So if something doesn't resonate, that's okay. Check your other placements and other Cancer readings on this channel. Take what resonates for you there. Leave the rest for the ones who may need those specific messages, okay? Very important in love readings or relationship readings, okay? Energies can be interchangeable, meaning vice versa, so please use your discretion to put those energies where they best fit in your specific situation, okay? Please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a high vibrational comment. I love to hear from you, and it helps my channel out greatly, and I appreciate all the love and support this far, okay? So all of that being said, Cancer, let's get right into this and see what's going on in your relationship, connection, situationship, someone that's on your mind. Let's see what's going on here for you, Cancer, okay? All right, Spirit, this is for Cancer. What do I need to know? Thank you. Children, your love life is being affected by children. This could mean that you share children with this person, you share children with someone else, or vice versa. But there's children that are involved. Another thing that really resonates for me with this card specifically is that someone in this connection could be really acting quite childish or childlike, maybe even younger than yourself, or you're younger than, you know what I mean. All right, we'll pull some love oracles, and this can represent something that has happened way in your past, is currently happening, or is going to be happening here. You just kind of got to use your best judgment as to where it fits into your life, okay? All right. For Cancer, here we go. Okay. Well, you had date that came out in the reverse, okay? So your dating life could just kind of be put on stop here. But courting, dating, anniversary, and meet up, okay? You have intuition, gut feeling, psychic premonition, sixth sense, ex-lover, memories, the past, old flame, like I said, okay? Children, family, okay? Generations, children, ancestors, and origin. At the bottom of this deck, you have between the lines, hidden meaning, vague, speculate, and implanate. So, like, there's a lot going on here. So it's almost like there's, I don't know, there's definitely an ex, could be an ex-husband, wife, someone that you share children with, and that's what's involved, getting between your dating and something new here. Okay? Oh my goodness. Or the person that you're dealing with before you had a family, an ex-wife or a husband, long-term connection, and they share children with them, and that's what's interfering, and you go, same principle, okay? So if you're having, lack of understanding of your person having, an ex-spouse and having children, you need to sit back and you need to reflect on that, because you, as the new boyfriend or girlfriend, have zero business in interjecting yourself on those matters that he has or she has with their ex-spouse and their children. It's none of your business. Keep yourself where you need to be at. Don't involve yourself in stuff that has nothing to do with you. You are the new person to said man or woman. You have zero input. You have zero right to comment on anything that has nothing to do with you. Mind your place. And if this is your person that is coming in and doing this to you, they need to mind their place. Okay, let's get some love messages. Okay. Play hard. Find time to laugh, goof off, and enjoy each other. It's given energy of a new connection. So if it is a new connection, yeah, you need to mind your place and mind your business, okay? Especially when you or them have something that was way before your connection with them. You understand? Here and now, your true love is already part of your life. So if that's the case, you need to understand. There needs to be great understanding here. When you date someone and, blend families together, yeah, there is, especially if the other parent is living, mom or dad, etc., you have no rights, okay? So keep that in mind. Vulnerability. You can be completely open with this person. Second chance. This relationship deserves a second chance. And self-care. Clear your energy field and focus on yourself before acting, okay? So, Cancer, I'm not sitting here saying that the connection that you're in isn't worth it, okay? Or that there isn't love, or that there isn't this, but everybody has a past, okay? So being understanding to that past is helpful. I mean, it's no need for you or your person to get twisted up in the guts because, somebody has an ex-spouse partner and shares children. No, that part is done. The here and now is what is going on. The here and now with your person, between you and them, and the here and now with whatever they have going on with children and ex-people. It's not your place. Your place is to be there and help build your new connection so that when it is time to merge the family together, it's coming from a very healthy place, okay? But that's not my business, so. All right, I'll get these out and then we will discuss. For Cancer, please. Oof. Oof. All right. Well. That goes there. And here. Okay. Overall energy for this is the Six of Pentacles in the reverse here. Oh, look at that. And the Devil's right underneath it. Capricorn energy here. There's a level of toxicity here. Okay. Good. Okay. So, like I said, there you got the Self card here. This Six of Cups or the Six of Pentacles in reverse is self-care. Okay. One-sided clarity, you finally understanding what it is and what it's going to be. There's strings attached here. So it's not loving unconditionally here. There are strings, you're loving with conditions here. So if you're one of those people that, oh, well, I'm going to love you if you stop, seeing your children, or stop talking to your ex about the children, and da 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 da. You do that, that string's attached. That's not coming at an unconditional place. It's coming from a very, egotistical, domineering kind of energy here. And it's coming throughout all of this. And as you can see, it is showing itself here. Okay. So let's just get into this. You have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Virgo energy, the Star in reverse, Aquarius, the King of Cups in reverse, Aquarius and Pisces energy, the Hangman, water energy, and the planet Neptune. Okay. The Knight of Cups, Libra and Scorpio, the Ten of Swords in reverse, Gemini, the Five of Wands, Leo, the Three of Cups, Cancer. Okay, so right off jump, I'm going to sit here and say that with that domineering kind of conviction and attitude that you're coming with has really put a lot of things, out of balance here. And it's all because you fear or think that you're in competition with whoever else is there, this family, these children, okay? You feel like you're at competition, always having to fight for your place here. Not a good place to come from here, Cancer, okay? I will say this because at the end of the day, feeling like you're in competition with some children is absolutely ludicrous. Absolutely unhinged and not worth even, going on a tangent with you about it. Because again, if you are making a man or a woman feel like they're in some sort of position to where they have to choose in between you or their children, I'll tell you this right now, up front, bam, there needs to be an ending here. Because you don't need to add that kind of drama and to make someone choose between you and their children. You're not, as humans, you shouldn't do that, because those children are a direct link to whoever it is that you're dealing with, to their legacy, to their bloodline. It ain't got nothing to do with you. So either you get on board and you accept what it is and stop being so domineering and judgy over what is going on. It is none of your business. Okay. And all you're doing is pushing this person further and further away from you, when in the reality is you want to have this move forward so that you can hold some sort of power over the situation and what is going on. And it's not going to work. Okay. So with that Eight of Pentacles in reverse here, you're not learning your karmic lessons. You're not putting the work in to move anything forward. You're misdirected. You're not doing the thing. You're focusing on the wrong things here. But there has, in this connection, Cancer, there's been a lack of faith, a lack of hope that this is going to work out. It's disconnection. There is not healing and hope, to move this kind of forward. It's just kind of hopeless. Okay. And the disconnect and the disagreements that are starting to happen causes a lot of discouraging feelings here. Okay. It comes in the form of being cold. Okay. And taking bad advice from people who may be connected to you that are on the outside looking in, but really don't know the truth of it. Emotionally manipulating the situation to try to make it turn into what you want it to be. Okay. And it's not going to happen here. Okay. But there are a lot of inner feelings that you were kind of dealing with that are kind of, causing you a bit of anxiety here. Okay, but there is a pause here. Okay, and I believe this is your person's energy that is coming in, putting a pause because things are, you know, getting extremely heavy. Okay, and really have some things that they need to release and heal, but you're not making that easier. Okay, whatever is going on in between this is not making it easier. Okay, it's making things a little bit more difficult, and it's hard for the change to come in when they have to put a pause, okay, so that they can let things go, so that they can build something fresh and new, because they still bring you this offer. They still want to give you romance and love and have something that can be built upon. But the fact of the matter is, this is coming off of something as fresh and new, but, you know, someone is coming from the perspective of, it can't get any worse. The only way up now, or the only way to go now, is up because you're already down. But if you're not doing the work, okay, and you're not trying to mend things here, you are, because there was a separation or kind of an ending here between you and this person. They had to pause it. So they're trying to give it a second chance. They want to give it a second chance because it can't get any worse. So the only way now to go is up. But again, there's always that competition, that rivalry. There's conflict here, disagreements about where they're going, what they're doing, who they're going with. Is your baby mommy daddy going to be there? Et cetera, et cetera. Why can't I go with you to get the kid? This is all centered around somebody having an ex-family, okay, that they share children with, okay? And all you want to be out here doing is celebrating and making new friendships and being, you know, out in the community and having happiness here, okay? But you have to ask yourself, where is your happiness at, right? Okay, let's get some clarification on some of these, okay? All right. Let's clarify the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. See why you're not learning what you need to be learning. Well, you feel like you are. You're putting yourself out there to learn the stuff. You want to be seen. But then you have the Chariot in reverse and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, you want to be seen. You want to have success here, but you want to have all of this stuff without putting in the work, without learning the lessons, lacking determination, and really wanting the movement here. You want certain things without putting in the work. And you're making little movements here. Not big steps, just kind of Clarify the Star in reverse. Yeah, the Eight of Cups. Someone's walking away because they're not emotionally fulfilled. Now, like I said, you have the Ten of Swords here in the reverse, the Eight of Cups here with the second chance, okay? So there was a walking away here, okay? Because somebody wasn't emotionally fulfilled here. King of Cups in reverse. Face down, not the card. Yeah, the Empress in reverse. Yeah, out of balance, ungrounded here. Not very kind of warm, if you will. not nurturing what it is. Dude, you have the opportunity to be, quote unquote, a mother, father figure. Okay? You can still be all of those things without putting your 2 cents in or overstepping the actual parental unit. Okay? And still nurture what it is, but you're lacking grounding here. You're not being very warm and receptive to it. And so your person is kind of feeling you lacking a little bit here. Clarify the Ten of Swords in reverse. Yeah, the Page of Swords. Yeah, there's some bad behaviors that go on here. Okay, some sneaky behaviors. Watching, being very observant to kind of get like a gotcha moment kind of thing. And that's what causes the conflicts here. Clarify the Five of Wands, please. Yeah, the Hermit, Virgo energy. Taking time to soul search, taking time to self-reflect on your part in what went wrong and what the conflicts are there. Look, there is some level of love here. Okay, now whether it's one-sided or not, one of you will say yes. Okay, one feels like they do more, they bring more to the table, etc., etc. Again, not my business. But yeah, there is a mess here because somebody oversteps when they shouldn't. And it became too much for somebody, the other person, to kind of deal with this, okay? All right, so now we have some letter dice. And this could help this reading resonate with you, okay? We'll get, a letter. It can resonate with the first, middle, last initial. Except for this one that has all these weird exclamation points and question marks and Z, P, V, B, I. Okay. All right. If you want this to work out here, Cancer, there's got to be a shift here because somebody is completely feeling like this is hopeless and a lost cause. Like there is just, a whole book. We're not doing that. If it comes back out, it was meant to be. For Cancer, please. Okay. So you have the runner. Runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego. Love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. So that's why that second chance is coming back in. Like I said, there is love here, but there's a lot of conflict and there is a lot of, feelings of backstabbing and betrayal here. Heartbroken. Deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, and mourning. Like I said, some of you most certainly have had some sort of separation here. But it's kind of part of your doing too here, Cancer. Like I said, I feel like the energy is coming more from your person, that you're kind of interfering in what it is that they have going on. And just because they may have a family, children, etc., does not mean you matter any less to them. It just means that they have things that they have to take care of that were a part of him or her before you even were. Okay? Don't get in the way of your new spouse ever of having anything to do with their children. Okay, we are going to close this off with the Love Oracle activation card, okay? For Cancer. Kindness, okay? So instead of being so domineering in all this, you need to bring in some kindness, okay? You are a humanitarian made of love, and you are able to share that energy with others. So whatever blocks you have here, Cancer, you really need to try to let them fall down, okay? Show who you really are, okay? All right, that is what I have for you. Kindness feels a little messy, but it is what it is. Okay, I hope this helps. Please like, share, and subscribe. And like always, I will see you in the next.